So I had somebody who was asking me recently about writing bullets, and it had me like it stimulated in my memory a particular technique that I've written about before, but I haven't taught in a while. And so I thought I would make this quick video to discuss with you what I call my expanded bullet email copywriting technique. Now, I first came up with this as a way to write compelling emails for an information product. But I will tell you that it could equally well work for blog posts and articles and so on. So what is the expanded bullet copywriting technique? Well, let's actually go back in time a little bit. And when I was first getting into copywriting and direct marketing, I wanted to develop kind of a sandbox side project where I could make some income, but more importantly, where I could play with my new marketing skills. And my dad actually came to me, I was having a conversation with my dad, and he said, I've been selling this video on eBay for a number of years. And it used to be that I would list it for auction and people would bid up the price, and I'd sell a copy of the video for like $30. And, I'd have these happy customers, and I could even run a couple auctions at a time and still consistently get that much. But recently I can't run more than one auction at a time. And at best I'm getting about $5, and, I'm basically breaking even. And then once you count my time to actually, to actually fulfill, it's a big loser for me. So I think I'm going to shut it down. And I said, well, wait, hold on. Don't shut it down. If people were happily buying this at $30, I'm sure they would happily buy it at $30 again. It's just maybe the eBay auction is no longer the best place to do that. What if I set up a website to sell this video for you, and I would create everything and we would just split the money? And my dad said, yes, he'd happy to let me do it. And so I sat down, and this particular video, it was on how to cut foam wings for model airplanes. And my dad's approach was unique and interesting. And part of it was completely proprietary, as far as nobody else out there was teaching it in that way. And so it made it a highly valuable piece of content. And cutting foam wings for model airplanes, like, your alternative is buying a $50, $70 pre-cut wing. And so the capability to do this yourself was really compelling. And so I sat down on one Saturday, and I had a pad of paper and a pen. And I remember, I popped it was actually on VHS. I popped the VHS in our VCR and hit play, and I just started watching. And every time he said something interesting, I hit pause, and I would make a note on what he said, on whatever concept or whatever. So I turned those notes into bullets, like copy bullets. All the different concepts that were shared, all the warnings, all the whatever. I turned that into bullets that would capture the attention of the target prospect and hopefully entice them to buy. And we did end up launching this, and it ended up being a financial success in terms of being profitable, but the market was tiny, so we were never going to get rich and retire off of this particular project. But in the course of that, I put up the sales letter full of bullets on the website. And I also realized that you will always get more success from having a website if you have email follow-up. And so I decided to create an email follow-up sequence, a number of free email lessons about how to cut foam wings for model airplanes that I could send out to people, redirecting people back to the sales letter for this video. And so I had all these bullets for the sales letter, and I decided I was going to create this email series. And I said, what am I going to write this email series about? Well, what I did was I went back in and I looked at the bullets in the sales letter, and I said, what are the most interesting, compelling bullets here? And could I reverse those out and turn them into an article about whatever, or an email about whatever? And so, for example, the first lesson that went out, and the first bullet in the sales letter, is how to make a simple, lightweight foam cutting bow using materials you'll find at any hobby store. how to make a simple, lightweight foam cutting bow using materials you'll find at any hobby store. So fairly simple, fairly straightforward how-to bullet, right? But it was a unique and proprietary method, and it makes it sound easy. It demonstrates, you can find this at any hobby store. Well, the very first lesson was on that. And so in this case, I wrote an article on the website, and I linked them from the email. I linked them back to the article on the website. And this article just went into detail about what it takes to build this proprietary unique bow. And it said, if you like a visual demonstration of this, that is part of what you get in this video. And I ended up writing about 20 different emails with a very similar approach. I pulled one little bullet-worthy piece of information out of the video, turned it into a bullet for the sales letter, and then turned around and turned it into an email or article that I sent out to the people who signed up for more information. And the way that I wrote these, it was like, even if you bought the video and had watched the video, you still got value out of reading it. And it always just ended with, for more information, or, for a video demonstration of this technique, you can go to, it was foamwingcutting.com. Actually, you can go to that website and get Bob's video on this topic. And like it never felt highly pressured. It never felt, over the top, gimmicky, anything like that. It was just, there were these valuable chunks of information that were worthy of being bullets in the sales copy that I was then able to turn around and turn into an article or email. And people were engaged with these emails. The emails were the reason, a large part of why that ended up being financially successful as a project. We were able to drive paid traffic, and people wouldn't necessarily convert on the first day to being a customer, but they would sign up for the emails, and over the course of the next few days, they would turn into customers. And it was, largely in part due to this expanded bullet technique, where it was just, giving valuable information that was worth teasing and turning that into the email content. So that's it. What I would say is, if there is anything that you can write a bullet about in your copywriting, anything that you can capture very valuable information in a small chunk, what you can also do is you can also back out of that chunk and you can present it as a more thorough article. And so you could actually go through your entire sales message, your entire sales letter, your entire video sales letter script, whatever it is. And you could say, oh, here's this really interesting chunk of information. I could turn that into an article or an email or a piece of content that drives readership back into the main sales message. So that's it. That's my recommendation for you. I would highly encourage you to try this for any kind of project that you have. As far as anything that you can write bullets about and you need to write more content about, try this technique and see how it works for you. Let me know. Also in the comments below, let me know on a scale of 1 to 10, how much value did you get out of this little tip and why? Like, what was your big takeaway from it? Also click that like button before you go so you get more content like this delivered to you. And so the magical algorithms of the internet know to share it with more people like you who would find it valuable. If you know copywriters in your life, certainly share it with them directly and subscribe before you go. You can subscribe here. Also go to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com. Get my daily emails Monday through Friday covering copywriting, marketing, business building, selling, and more. And check out the links in the description. I'll include a link to more training for copywriters and marketers, as well as to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com if you'd like to sign up there. My name is Furr. This has been a video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I always aim for 10 out of 10 value. Hope I've delivered it here, and I look forward to sharing more value with you in the next video. See you soon. Bye.